Don't give up, cause you feel a solution. If life hands lemon after lemon, day after day, squeeze a bit of sugar, call it lemonade. Hope is a word we'll never quit using. Hope is a word should never quit using. Well, it's the light at the end of the tunnel of confusion. It's why we keep on living when a loved one dies. Memories are bigger than the pain inside. Hope is a word we'll never quit using. Hope is everlasting. Hope is here and now. Hope is leaning, pushing on somehow. Pushing on somehow. Hope is a word we'll never quit using. It's the rain that waters the souls of illusion. If we're less than God intended, tomorrow we'll try. Good Lord willing, creek don't rise. Hope is a word we'll never quit using. Hope is everlasting. Hope is here and now. Hope is leaning, it's pushing on somehow. Pushing on somehow. Hope is a word we'll never quit using. It's a simple change of heart that sparks a revolution. Like when a man stops drinking cause he loves his kids. It's one shot at life, figures this one's his. Hope is a word he'll never quit using. Hope is a word we'll never quit using. Hope is the word. Hope is the word. Hope is the word. We know hope is the word we'll never quit using.
My name is Melissa. I'm an alcoholic. Will you please pray with me? God, put me in the places you want me to be, with the people you want me to be with, doing the things that you want me to do. Thank you for the joys and challenges of my life. Amen.
My name is Brittany. I'm an alcoholic. Choosewell Community's mission is to create a community that equips families in recovery with children under the age of 5 to choose well for their futures. I am Choosewell.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name is Whitney Bishop, and I am a proud member of the Board of Directors of Choosewell, and I'm very excited to welcome you today to this graduation ceremony. I am proud to see the one you are and the one you are becoming. It is no small thing, this chance we have been given to walk the road beside you. I am a change agent and I am a woman in recovery, 3.5 years. I am delighted to be here to facilitate this amazing occasion on behalf of my friend Leanne and this board and these amazing women in recovery. Choosewell Community's vision and mission is on display today, and we are very proud to introduce a program to you where you'll get to hear a little bit from the graduates, but also from other people in the program. So I'd like to welcome Leanne Yost up to the stage. We have a special presentation from the mayor, so we're also going to invite Nicole George to the stage from the mayor's office.
Good morning. I am so happy and honored to be here with you today. My name is Nicole George, and I get the honor of working on behalf of the mayor to work with our public health, public service agencies. A little bit about me is that I'm a social worker by profession, and I spent my career working in child welfare. So I can say this from a personal standpoint, I cannot think of more important work happening in the community. And I want to give a big congratulations to the graduates today. I can't imagine the strength and the work that you've put in. And I want to give a big congratulations to the community and to those as part of Choosewell who support the work every day. On behalf of Mayor Greenberg, I cannot think of more important work than increasing health and safety in our community and doing that through connection. So speaking of connection, today is a very special day, and Mayor Greenberg does not issue proclamations every day. But today we have one, and it says, on behalf of Mayor Craig Greenberg, greetings to all whom these present shall come. Know you that December the 2nd, 2023 is hereby proclaimed in Louisville, Kentucky to be Choosewell Community Day, graduating class of 2023. We urge all residents to observe this special recognition and a special congratulations to the graduates.
Hi, my name is Leanne. I'm an alcoholic. I'm so proud to honor this organization, and I'm even more proud that my friend Whitney is emceeing. Can I have the program, please? I left mine sitting in the thing. Johann Hari, a British journalist and researcher, coined the phrase, "The opposite of addiction is not recovery. The opposite of addiction is connection." And just like Deputy Mayor George says, we are all connected here in a community. Connection is community. Choosewell communities. Everyone here today is touched in some form or fashion by the disease of addiction, every single one of you, or you wouldn't be here today. You have connected with our community, and we're honored with your connection to us. Did you know over 21 million Americans suffer from at least one drug addiction? And that's just Americans. We're continuing to climb out of the COVID pandemic, which caused these numbers to rise. Speaking of COVID, one of our founders could not be here today because she does have COVID. Please, everyone, keep Stephanie Barnett and her family in your prayers. There would be no Choosewell without Stephanie. I'm honored to serve as executive director of such an innovative organization, meeting people where they are with what they need as they need it. I know this part all too well. I've been working a program of recovery for over 6 years. Any organization can create a program, but not every organization can build connection. That's what we're doing here, building connections. No loopholes or catches, just options, resilience, and plain old love and hugs. We're creating an environment where our participants can grow and thrive, while also effectively preventing at least one adverse childhood experience, which is safe and affordable housing. Many addictions are born from our ACEs scores. The connections our participants build strengthen their family units, and the ripple effects are immediate and lasting. I want to thank the founders of Choosewell, one of whom is here today, Ms. Kim Mascaro and Stephanie Barnett, for seeing the needs in the healthcare system that no one else saw, creating a foundation from which our families can raise children in healthy, happy homes free from child abuse. Additionally, our board of directors, by the way, if you're on the board and you're here, will you please stand? Amazing. These people don't just serve as the board, they're invested in committees, advocacy, and actual groundwork. Our donors, without which we could not exist, I thank you. And thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody that's here, and I see you. I'm fortunate enough to get to experience the metamorphosis of our families on a daily basis. but we could not do this without our community connections, and I have a couple of things to present now. Starting off, and I'm not sure if everyone is here or not, so we do have quite the COVID outbreak lately. So if we could just give our warm well wishes for anyone that is not here. Our housing partner of the year is Socially Innovative Properties owner Martha Diebold. I talk to Martha all the time, so I'm going to accept this in her honor. Next, we have on our list Outstanding Alumni of the Year. She not only gives back to her community, she is a donor of Choosewell as well. She works with Patients' Choice Labs, and she is Brittany Burton. Brittany, are you here? Yes. Class of 22, y'all.
And I had COVID when
Oh, she was supposed to give the graduation speech last year, but she had COVID. It was when it first came out. Yeah. Congratulations.
And this is my little one. Okay.
We wouldn't be who we are without our volunteer base. This next person I'm going to introduce shows up and shows out with our kids a lot of times on Wednesday nights. He's working with our new kinship program and giving them marketing advice and just a lot of extra love that he doesn't have to do. Will you please welcome to the stage Al Klein? Surprise. Thank you so much. So great. This next person I can't say enough about. She has been a member of the board of Choosewell forever. She's been greatly involved in policy and advocacy. She's been a friend. She's been a confidant. She's been a mentor. She is just, we wouldn't be Choosewell without our Dr. Topsy. Thank you so much. A lot of what we do is evidence-based, and we want to make sure that we're not just running a program just to have people come and eat every Wednesday night. So we do have a healing advocate that is actually supervised, and she has done this work for free. She has met with our healing advocate every single weekend for several hours to make sure we're doing what we need to do. She's also a former board member. Please welcome to the stage Miss Courtney Wallace. Our next awardee wrangles our kids every week. If you guys don't know, we meet once a week in that room over there. We have dinner, and we have education, and we have childcare, and it's not just regular childcare where the kids are just running around. We have intentional childcare, and we could not have done this without the direction of a Waldorf-educated, nationally recognized, so many awards, Mr. Joppa Buckner. Our next award is an outstanding community partnership with Z Salon and Spa. I don't think that they're here today, but I just wanted to say that I've been going there for, 20 some years. And one day I was in the salon, and the owner came up to me and said, "What are you doing now? Where do you work?" Oh, yes, let's have a clothing drop for you. Oh, why don't you come sit in the salon all day and talk about Choosewell? Oh, and we're going to dedicate this day's sales and give you 20% of sales. And it's just all year long. She calls me all year long to ask me, what can we do for you? And that's Z Salon and Spa. I'll accept this award on behalf of my hair. My next award is also a very dear friend of mine. She gives us extraordinary support. You would think that math has gone away after high school, and it doesn't. She is our bookkeeper. I call her constantly. What does this mean? What is this column? What percentage is this? How can I work these numbers out? Cash App? Yes, we're doing that too. It just, whatever happens, she flows with it. I love you so much. Liz Amick. Surprise. Oh, sure. No. Well, yeah. No. He got it. Our next award is the Longevity Award. If you can imagine this time of year, things can get a little tight for every family. And we have an amazing organization called Tomorrow's Starfish that provides gifts for all of our graduates and actually all of our participants and their families. They asked us earlier in the year for a wish list of a want and a need. And then they come up with some other things that they like to give. And everybody in here knows that good feeling when you show up somewhere and here's a whole thing that you can give your kids. They could not be with us today because one of their parents died. So please keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Tomorrow's Starfish. Our next award is Accessibility. And she could not be here today, and I have a surprise for you all. But Pinky Jackson Organizing, I don't know if you all are familiar with her. She's all over Facebook, but she calls and asks, what can we do for you? We have a community closet that was a complete wreck, and her team came in, and it now looks like a retail store. She wanted me to tell you all this morning. She was very sorry that she could not be here, but she's offering each of you free consultation and organizing your house. Everybody, Pinky Jackson Organizing. She'll come to your house and organize it for free. It's really nice. This might be a surprise because I think she left the room, but as you know, we're here in Sanctuary Church. They let us pretty much do what we want here. We're here in the sanctuary having our ceremony. We use the event room every week for food and gathering and connection. And we probably talk every day on the phone just because something, whether there's a question or whatever, but she's always available and always here anytime we need something. When I called her and said, can we have graduation here? It was a no-brainer. Our certificate of dedication goes to Melinda Hill. Oh, there she is. Yay! Surprise. And last but not least, we couldn't do what we do without our community partners that that we get referrals from, which are primarily the Healing Place, 7 County Services, and VOA. We share services with these people, and a lot of times we don't know what you guys are doing when you're not around us, so we get to play Batman and talk to some of your other therapists and things. And Michaela Dahl is pretty much everyone's therapist at some point, but she meets with us on her own time to do different things and talk about the successes and maybe some of the setbacks for our participants, and we're able to coordinate services and do some wraparound planning for them. So Michaela Dahl from 7 Counties. concludes the end of our awards. I'm going to bring Whitney back up.
All right, thank you so much for all of our partners. I would like to invite to the stage Sierra Parker for the graduates' reflection. Everybody give Sierra a big round of applause.
Man, Whitney and Leanne make it seem so easy. Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. My name is Sierra, and I'm an alcoholic. This is how I was told to introduce myself in the program that helped save my life. But I'm also a strong, sober parent in a community that has my back. Being a parent is my priority. I will make it. I am determined. Those are the things that I was encouraged to say to myself and about myself every Wednesday at Choosewell. It is really hard to dig your way out of the hole that addiction leaves you in. When I washed up in detox, man, I'm not going to cry. When I washed up in detox, I was beaten down and defeated. I knew I didn't want to die, but in my madness, I had given up everything worth living for. This was my 10th trip to treatment and my second long term, and I couldn't figure out why it was impossible to stay stopped. I wanted so badly to be a mom to my kids, and as soon as I would get out of treatment and nobody was over my shoulder to hold me accountable and tell me what to do, I would fall back into the same vicious cycle. My last trip to treatment, I heard about a program that offers help to parents with children 5 and under. And I had been sober this time for a little while, but I had done that before. My number one goal was to be a mom again, but I needed help. I hadn't been a mom to my kids for over 2 years that I was in and out of rehabs. And even before they were removed from my custody, how emotionally available could I really have been to them when I was under the influence? It's hard to say. This stuff is kind of hard to say, but it's true. I needed help, and little did I know all the help that I needed was about to fall right into my lap. I showed up every Wednesday and met with these women that were just like me, and we were all in this together. We celebrated milestones together and troubleshooted our difficulties together. We were taught things like parenting skills, cooking and nutrition, and ways to cope with grief. Sometimes we just had a night for some sober fun, or we would all just circle up around Leanne while she played the guitar and we would sing together. It was stuff like that that really helped me out. So we were made to repeat positive affirmations about ourselves every week at the beginning of programming, and along the way I learned how to be a mom to my kids. I'm so grateful for and proud of my community of strong, sober parents who have had my back. Congratulations to all my sisters graduating tonight. This is really big for us. Big shout out to Leanne and Stephanie Barnett and Kim Boss. Thank you for believing in me until I believed in myself.
Beautiful, Sierra. Thank you. Thank you for your commitment to yourself, to your children, to this community, and thank you for sharing your story with us this morning. Whew. All right. Before we bring up all of the graduates, I have a little reading to share with you, because this is not the end. This is the beginning of something completely different. Beginnings can be delicate or explosive. They can start almost invisibly or arrive with a big bang. Beginnings hold the promise of new lessons to be learned, new territory to be explored, and old lessons to be recalled, practiced, and appreciated. Beginnings hold ambiguity, promise, fear, and hope. Don't let the lessons, the experiences of the past dampen your enthusiasm for beginnings. Just because it's been hard doesn't mean it will always be that difficult. Don't let the heartbreaks of the past cause you to become cynical, close you off to life's magic and promise. Open yourself wide to all that the universe has to say. Let yourself begin anew. Pack your bags. Choose carefully what you bring, because packing is an important ritual. Take along some humility and the lessons of the past. Toss in some curiosity and excitement and what you haven't yet learned. Say your goodbyes to those you are leaving behind. And don't worry about who you will meet or where you will go. The way has been prepared. The people you are to meet will be expecting you. A new journey has begun. Let it be magical. Let it unfold. Take time now to honor the beginning, by Melody Beatty. Congratulations. All right. Our first graduate, Ashley Smith, wants you to know to trust the process, to not let one bump in the road break you down, to think positive, and positive things will happen. Ashley, will you please come to the stage and accept your graduation certificate? Congratulations, Ashley. Next, please help me give a warm welcome to Brittany Morgan. Brittany's advice is to keep going. This is one of the best decisions I ever made. They taught me how to be a parent, which is something I was never taught. Brittany, please come up. Yep. Congratulations. Next, please help me welcome Connie DeWitt. Connie's recommendation is to keep moving forward no matter what. Next, please help me welcome Melissa Durbin. Melissa wants you to know that the journey is scary and challenging. It's supposed to be. Seize the opportunity to face difficult tasks. Life can then exceed your wildest expectations. And last but certainly not least, we're going to welcome Sierra Parker to the stage. Sierra would like you to know to give yourself grace, to not be too hard on yourself. Don't rush. Everything will happen when it's supposed to. Nothing happens by mistake. And I will tell you, you will never meet a group of human beings who are working harder, who are more vulnerable, who are more courageous and brave and creative than a human being in recovery. Thank you so much for the way you show up for yourselves and for each other. It is my honor to bring to the stage one of our founding members, Kim Mascaro, to close us out today. Please help me welcome Kim.
You're welcome. You all know I never cry, and that made me cry. All right, first of all, I'm Kim Mascaro, and it's so good to meet all of you. I want everybody here to stand up, and I want you all to stand up. We need a rousing ovation for these fabulous women. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just going to be really brief. I won't take much more time. We're going to get together. Those of you that are small in here, maybe that's me too. I'm 5'11". I'm not too small, but your tush is ready to go over here and have some yummy food and some connection and some engagement. So anyway, so glad that you all are here. You all may not know that the Choosewell is upstairs, as she mentioned, and this is Sanctuary Church, which is my church, and because it's just amazing the way God works and brings people together. So welcome. Ralph Waldo Emerson, like an old author, he wisely said something that I've had hanging on my bulletin board. Every office I've had, or every home, or whatever, you can see this old-fashioned, this is like daytimers. Remember daytimers, old, whatever. So I've had this for a long time, so I'm going to read this really quickly. It's about success. And sometimes we use those words success, and people, it's just about, they're very successful, and it usually means outward-looking things. But this is what's been on my bulletin board for many years. Ralph Waldo Emerson. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. And you guys have just rocked it all the way. So an inspiring journey. Most of you been in the program 3 years? It's been 3 years? Yeah, it's two to three. Yeah, so watching the change is just amazing, and I'm again just so thankful to be a part of it. You've left not only a garden patch, but I think you've left a whole botanical garden here. So Choosewell is celebrating its 10th year, and it's been a decade. The first 5 years were run and staffed completely with volunteers. It was like a potluck dinner, everybody chipping in with their time and their talents. And then each year it got a little bit better as we added some new dishes to our potluck dinner. A team of paid staff led by our own Leanne Yost, expanded services, offices here at Sanctuary Church, and space to grow and to be together. This expansion has been funded by the generosity primarily of individual donors like you and me. Choosewell is 50 to 75% funded by individual donors. And so it's not about the size of the donation, it's about the heart that's behind it. We've had donors giving, frankly, who have a need to give, and that's the kind of giving that keeps our Choosewell family flourishing. So here's what we've learned in the last 10 years. It's not the number, it's the number, it is the number. It's the number of donors, not the total amount, that actually predicts our long-term success. And so it's not about dollars, it's about this collective force. It's the collective force of the 5 of you sitting close together today, of all of us in this room today. It's our collective force. So I'm not asking you to break the bank, but I am asking you to consider becoming, we call it a butterfly investor, the butterfly logos up here. And those are folks who are committed to providing parts of their generous support over a yearly basis. So it helps us plan for the future and helps us keep our Choosewell garden in full bloom. And so I want to ask a shout out to you graduates, to all the donors that are here today, to our board, to all of our friends and family. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, you're leaving the world a bit better. So thank you for celebrating with us today. Let's keep this story going strong. Okay.
So, as I said before, we gather every week, and every week is a huge party over across the way where we're getting ready to go celebrate with some cake. There is something that Sierra alluded to that I'm going to have you all do one last time. Here I go. So this is something that we do every week, and it's so powerful, and I hope you always will remember it, but I'm going to ask you all to stand. Please. I want you to repeat after me, loud and proud. I'm a strong, sober parent in a community that has my back. I will make it. I have been blessed with another day. Being a parent is my priority. I will lead a family that chooses well. I am motivated. I am brave. I am determined. I will keep moving forward. I will never give up. I will make it. I am a strong, sober parent in a community that has my back. Can't thank you all enough for being here. We are going to conclude this ceremony and make our way across the lobby for some conversation and gathering. If anybody wants to come up and take some pictures in front of our stop and drop thing, this was really hard to put together. You're more than welcome. And we do have a photographer here, so you guys get to come up. So thank you all. We're going to stop and mingle and then meet over in the activity room. Thank you so much.